And welcome back for another on-site detailing video. We work on an Audi Q7 with an express spray wax and a full interior cleaning. I think I ended up charging the customer $260 if I believe. This was a few months back. Along this video, you're gonna learn some detailing tips and tricks as well as plenty of business advice on how to handle customers. If you're interested in the tools and products that I use, check the description box down below. Or if you want to start your own detailing business, then check this guide on the 9 services that you can offer in your detailing business. Other than that, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, leave those in the comment section down below, and let's get straight into the video. It is exactly 9:01. We got here around 8:58. I already called the customer. He didn't answer. I text them, so now I'm just waiting for him to come outside, have our little chit chat, and then get started. If you can see, well, actually, you can see it right here. It's an Audi Audi Q5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and trolls that are gonna watch this video. Here is the interior. It's gonna be a full interior cleaning. As I'm looking at it, you're looking at it for the first time too. So we're going through this together, guys. So a little bit of I don't know, just stickiness I guess there. A little bit right here on the C-pillar. A bunch of dust and dirt in the crevice holes here. A quick scrub down of the rubber floor mats, which means underneath is going to be super clean and just a quick vacuum. Same thing here, just a quick dust down. Leather, nice. And that's actually not that bad. Door panels, this is a 2016, he said, Q5. In pretty good condition, just dust and dirt. Okay, now this is like actual wood, so I won't spray APC onto that. Everything else gets wiped down. So you can tell not many people ride in here, or everyone is super clean because there's not much mess going on. Now the seats, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but you can tell the seats are, well, there's a lot of crumbs in there, but the seats definitely need a nice little freshening up. So obviously that's why we're here. Nice. Let's see if there's any. Oh, that's cool. Oh, some red stainage in there, so you can see that. Boop, there you go. Oh, we're also going to be a full interior cleaning on the interior, and then so door jambs. I really do like this color. My favorite blue is the Subaru blue. This is somewhat close to it, or maybe it is a blue. I don't know. But I'm a huge fan of the Subaru blue. This is probably like a little darker. Oh, let's see here. This is always a little neat part to clean up. Can't really tell. Headliner, it's black, so it's hard to tell on the camera, but there's not much going on. There's a little spot right here. Yeah, there's a little fingerprint here and there, but it's black, so it's kind of hard to pick up on the camera. A lot of dust. Let's see here. A lot of dust here. There's a big buildup of dust. Then it's just going to be a basic wash on the exterior, and it's very surprising that these don't have a lot of brake dust on them. Maybe someone else cleaned them or something, but there's not much brake dust here. And overall, it's just a clean vehicle. So it's going to be a super quick wipe down of the Q5. Oh, and here's the back side. A quick vacuum, scrub down, no big deal. So the door jambs are going to be lightly cleaned, cleaned down as well. A little bit of a build up there. So as you can imagine, the door panel here is always the dirtiest. You can't see that. Well, everything on the driver's side is always going to be the dirtiest. That's a given, for the most part. There's always exceptions to the rule. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the exterior wash. It's just a wash and a spray wax, nothing biggie, nothing overly crazy. So I'm gonna start with the wheels. Anthony's gonna be doing the rinseless wash. He's probably gonna finish that wash before I finish these wheels, depending on how bad they are. They don't look that bad, but maybe there's something that I'll run into. But that's the game process. Let's get to it. Overall, these wheels actually weren't that bad at all. Not much brake dust, not much gunk came off the tires. So it was actually a relatively easy cleaning throughout the entire process. Not sure if these Audis just don't release that much brake dust, but that was kind of just overall, just in general, not really common to see a wheel not have much brake dust inside the wheelbarrow. Now the brush I'm using here is the Easy Detail brush. It's a great tool, but you always have to keep in mind that it does sling back the water and residue and dirts that you're using. So it's always good to either wear glasses, which I'm not, protective glasses, or just make sure your face isn't going to be in the direct line of fire. One thing I wanted to point out is that we got there around 8:58. Like I said, I called the customer, I texted the customer, and it wasn't until 9:10, 9:15 that I actually said that I just went and knocked on the front door. So that's not the first thing I did, just because I didn't want to seem too urgent or too, trying to rush him to get out. So I knew I just gave him time, and it actually took 15 minutes for me just to make contact with the customer. Now, something to point out is that I actually was contacted by the son of this customer. So the son reached out to me saying, "Hey, it's my dad's birthday. I want you to go and detail his vehicle. When can we do it?" So I got there, and I only talked to the son for the most part, and I had briefly spoke to the father beforehand. And the customer that was gonna pay was actually the son. So I sent an online link to the son that I had never met, that he was in another state, but I was actually servicing the father's vehicle, which is the customer that I'm at location on. And a lot of times, I mean, out of goodwill and good faith, I always trust the customer is going to pay. I have yet to have anyone not pay me. And there's been dozens of customers at this point where I've never met them, I never saw them, I have good faith that if I tell them I'll send them a link to pay online, they'll pay me online. Eventually, it is gonna come back and bite me, because it's just, that's the way business is gonna be, and someone's gonna try to game me. But for now, yeah, I spoke with the son. He's in a different state. I sent him an online link, and he paid immediately. And a lot of people love to really spend a lot of time on the wheels and tires, and they want to make it super sudsy. They're going to use, a pressure washer and 4 different brushes. Like, you need to get the wheel done as quickly as you can. You need to be efficient and stop, being so romantic about cleaning. So me, I don't really mind that there's not many suds coming off. One, the wheel's not even that dirty. And I'm not gonna use 4 different brushes. Like, if I could just use a towel, if the wheel of the face allows me just to use a towel and to just wipe it down, I'll do that, because I'm looking for the most efficient manner to take care of the wheel so I can get done quicker. And this is what I run into most of the time. Look, there's a water spigot, a water hose. He had his own spigot attachment to it, but his was leaking, so I put mine, and the vehicle is literally just right here, and we're working on it. That's why this is where I end up most of the time, at customer location, with a hose, readily accessible. So it doesn't make sense to bring out the pressure washer, a water tank, and all that, because it's literally like right here. So it is now 9:45. We started roughly like at 9:15. So by now we have the wash and spray wax complete. I'm gonna drop the wheels and tires, dress the tires. Anthony here is wiping down the door jambs with just APC and a towel. Watch your fingers, I don't want to squeeze them. And then we're gonna move on to the interior of the vehicle. And I know a lot of you that watch these videos kind of, see this as inspiration or motivation to do your own thing, but please keep in mind that what you see here is just the tip of the iceberg. There are hours and dozens of hours and dozens of hours of work put in that has nothing to do with detailing to get me to this point. For instance, marketing. I have to get customers. That has nothing to do with detailing. You watching these videos has nothing to do with detailing. I had to get a camera, learn how to edit, learn how to use Final Cut Pro, learn how to publish these videos so they actually get views. So the actual detailing part is a very, very, very small part of the overall picture of what you see here. And then with those, I literally hang them anywhere. So sometimes I put them over the bucket, sometimes I put them over the generator, sometimes I put them over the door just so they could drip out properly. Sometimes if there's like the cloth floor mats, I'll just put them on the roof, because that's where sometimes that's where the sun hits first before anything, because obviously it's the roof. So it just depends, but yes, that's what I do sometimes to kind of make sure it all drips down. This is the Metro air blower. It's actually come in handy a lot of times. This is probably one tool that I do really recommend once you get like a few months into your business, just because that's standing water when you're washing, cleaning the engine, doing the wheels, even the interior. It's very, very, very helpful. So usually what I do is just I clean the wheels and tires, blow them out with the air blower, and then wipe them down with the towels to get them as good as I can. Okay, so now for the most part, the exterior is done. I just need to dress the tires, and I'm gonna clean the glass at the very end of the detail. So now I'm just gonna put everything up, which is the wheel bucket and the water hose, and take mine off because we're done with the exterior. So just to clean up space, make it a bit more tidier in our work area, and then we're both hopping on into the interior. Anthony's already starting on the leather. It is now 10:01. So far, like actually working, we started at 9:15, I think I said. So 45-ish minutes, and we're now just gonna bang out the interior, hopefully within like an hour. So this is me literally just packing up the area, as you guys can actually see what it is like to actually be on site. So here I took off my spray nozzle and put back the original one. And here I always like to, you know, if possible, always leave the area better than how you arrived. So here I'm just gonna reel it up in a more organized fashion, you know, not going overboard, but just, you know, making it a bit more cleaner and tidier than how I found it. Usually if there's like a lot of leaves, I'll blow them into like a little pile or down the driveway or to the grass, just to, you know, and especially if I'm doing exterior work, you want to do that just to have a cleaner work area. But you do want to always try to leave it in a better condition, not just the vehicle, but just overall, so you can really impress the customer. And here just dumping the little bit of water that we had left in the bucket, putting the buckets to the side, and continuing. Alright, so now we're going to start on the leather. We're going to wipe it all down, agitate here with APC 1001. Anthony, how's it looking?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Are you done?
For this side?
Yeah. Now that I've had Anthony in a few of my videos now, people have been asking me if we're more efficient, if it cuts out the time, does it really help? And one thing is, first off, is when you're gonna have someone help you, whether it's just for a few vehicles full time, you first have to have your own system packed down in order for someone to help you. If you're always just going every detail, you know, just going however it comes, right? You're tackling it as it goes. You're not going to be able to be as efficient because you yourself do not have a system to follow every single detail. So when I first started, Anthony went and just literally repeated the same process. I mean, the exact same process over and over and over and over and over until he got the main system that I needed him to follow. So I didn't just say, hey, Anthony, do this, do that, do this, do that. It was literally, hey, get on the passenger side of the interior and start working that dashboard, work towards the center console, and then start on the dashboard. And he literally followed that system every single car that we worked on, so he can get experience, so he can get his system down in what he needed to do. Over time, as he got better, as he got more experience, as he asked me more questions and figured out more areas, he was able to venture off to other areas and to follow different patterns. But in the beginning, the first 7-10 cars were literally the exact same process every single time, so he can build that memory and understand what he has to do. So don't just think you're gonna get someone in with you and you guys are immediately gonna bang it out. Even if both of you guys have enough experience, like separately, working in tandem is a different system, because now it's not just, you're not gonna just plug two people together. Like, you guys have to work in synergy and have to understand what the game plan is to tackle the vehicle. Remember, just because you're doing a deep interior cleaning doesn't literally mean every single last surface is going to be, you know, agitated very thoroughly. Like in the back of the seat, it did not need anything more than a simple wipe down because it wasn't dirty. It had a few handprints of dirt here and there, and they easily came off with just a wipe down of APC and a towel. And going back to having a helper, doing let's say an SUV, a full interior cleaning where you're cleaning everything: the seats, headliner, door panels, center console, dashboard, vents, the ABC pillars, the carpeting, the floor mats. Cleaning everything in SUV would probably take me around 6 to 7 hours depending on the condition and how hot it was outside. But now with a helper, I can literally finish an SUV that's like a terrible condition, a big size, in probably under 3 hours. Just because now we work so great together, we have our own roles, we know, and especially when we set a goal of like, we're trying to finish this vehicle in X hours, it is we're much more efficient, and we're able to knock out so many more cars in a single day without getting as tired, still maintaining results, and still being able to just finish within a 7-hour time span because we have 2 people working efficiently on one vehicle. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. So we're wrapping it up now. It is officially 11:02, so a little bit over an hour for the interior. But as we were cleaning, I was like, man, why we gotta rush? Like, this is our only car today. Let's just chill and just finish this one super easy. We're in the shade, so he's just vacuuming. We vacuumed this part already. Vacuumed underneath as well, all that stuff. Door panels, door jambs, seats complete. We still gotta condition them. He's cleaning the interior in between the crevasses or whatever area you want to call that. I'm not too sure. Door panels are all done on the sides. Seats are all done. This is all cleaned out and such. All the seams are cleaned out and such. And then once we vacuum it, put the stuff back, we're gonna look around, see what we can touch up, areas we might have missed. Like here, put a tone between here and such. Wipe down the glass and mirrors. I don't know if you can tell, but there's streaks. And that's because we just dry them with one towel, because at the end of the detail, we're gonna make sure that they're nice and tidied up with the proper glass cleaning method. Same thing here. Still gotta touch up the mirrors and such. Still gotta touch up those. Still gotta dress the tires. And there's a lot of brake dust there. You gotta pump the brakes a few times. That gets knocked off. Gotta wipe this down. I used to use the workbench to vacuum the floor mats, but now because we just move a lot quicker, and putting the floor mats on the workbench just slows us down now. So when we vacuum, we just put them on the ground, quickly vacuum them up, set them aside, and then keep on moving. You don't need to spend all that much time on vacuuming, especially if they're not that bad anyhow. I know a lot of people like to get stuck up on the vacuuming, but hey, look, you just gotta do it and keep on moving because there's plenty of other things you need to work on. Alright, kiddos, and we are officially done. Well, I gotta get the customer out of here, but I gotta bring the customer out. But anywho, this is the after. Woohoo. It is just under, it's like 11:50, I think. And again, we just took our time. We could have definitely finished this in 2 hours, but there's really not much of a rush for us. And there was shade, so it wasn't too bad. Like that, we took care of the mirrors. Shabam. Oh, what's this? caught in. Let's see if you can see that. Hello. I'll take over the glass, mirrors, seats, door panels, door jambs. Unfortunately, there's already like a light layer of dust and dirt. People are cutting the grass and such, so it's to be expected. Windows exterior and interior cleaned up. Door panels taken care of. Brought these down. Oops. Brought the seat down. Pushed it forward. Vacuumed. Brought it back up. Vacuumed on underneath there and left all this down. The headliner back here was actually really dirty, but it was just simply APC wiping it down. I actually got everything, mostly everything. And on the exterior, here she is. It was just a wash and a spray wax with optimal car wax. Wheels and tires are clean. Tires have been dressed. So there she is. Has been lightly touched down. I didn't get it perfect, but for the most part wiped everything down. There's the tire again. Can't really tell due to the sun, so I'll just skip over that. Can't really tell there as well. The sun does play a big role into how the after comes out. Here you'll be able to see everything, but you already saw this. Simple. And that wraps it up.
Actually, that one did. Wow.
Yeah. Alright, now just call out the customer, accept payment, I think, and then head out. And that wraps up this video. Leave your comments, questions down below in the comment section. If you want to check out the tools and products or the guide on the 9 services you should offer, check the description box down below. Other than that, we'll see you on the next one.